showdown. Don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Team now set to move this one away. This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. He hands it off from the gun. The game moves the ball out near the 25. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
We need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's hauled in way downfield. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
BAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him at a great spot to start this drive. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Running play goes backwards, makes it second down and 12 now. Looking to pass here on second down. Hit just as he throws the ball. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw, testing the middle. A tight end makes the catch downfield. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll try to run for the first down. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
And it's intercepted. He's sticking in front of that ball. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got the first and still going.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run it. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Go all the way back to like Jacob Hester, Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. And, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
Second down after that previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. He'll look to throw it here on second down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Look out, he's in the clear.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here's the second down play. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Bringing pressure. No for the first, but still going. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They're going to run it here.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Notre Dame lining up now for a first and goal. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stopped full behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Ball back at the 6 for a second and goal off that loss. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Ball's still out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a third and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on third and goal.
LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on third and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. They lose 3 in that place, and now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Gets some space around the 30. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. The 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, LSU.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He'll stroll into the end zone.
Chris, this is just complete effort by this special teams unit. Every single player true to their assignment, start to finish, end zone to end zone. What a play.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. Heads of the runs at the 35 after a nice return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. After the incompletion, 2nd down now from the 35. He'll hand it off. We've seen you able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The receiver grabs it. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield with a 48.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. The ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll take a deep shot here. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Fighting Irish. There was no catching him that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. He dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Oh, he's bringing it back. Touchdown, Irish. The defense contributes 6 points.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Refusing to be stopped on this play. Solid game there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit. And here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. It's a quick tackle to spot the ball at the 11 and a red zone opportunity now. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw it again. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Man, this defense is doing a really good job here. You're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Of course, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
It's the up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The DB's backing off from the line now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line, it's Jones. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The important 3rd down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Got a solid drive in the making here. First down at their own 43. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they spot a holding call. That'll back him up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Offense self-destructing. Penalty makes it 1st and 20. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. It's 1st and very long after the penalty. Handoff to the back. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Important 2nd down play coming up. On the ground, it's Turner. Finding space at the 20. Will not be brought down. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They could not stop him.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Lining up to try the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner looking to create better field position. And he gets to the 30 before stepping out. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the 2nd half underway. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? First play of the third quarter is a handoff. It's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone. They'll begin the drive at the 25. The Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They're looking to protect the lead and protect the football. The last possession, remember, ended in a fumble. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Heavy blitz look here pre-snap. They'll hand it off. That's a strong stiff arm.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the out route. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man-to-man coverage. You run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And the single back takes the handoff. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And here's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. Real loss of the play. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
But that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. He missed it. Off target that time. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Ball handed off. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Could take it all the way. Now the 40. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense produces 6 points. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And it's been an old-school ground game duel. These running backs have been putting on a show so far today. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. He shreds the tackle. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Come to the line for second down and very short now.
Pretty good game here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Run good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Second and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his back. This time, a completion. He make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set it for the first down at the 47.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. LSU getting set with a first and 10 now.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Delayed handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense is back on the field. It's a blitz look here from the defense. Handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead? Taking a chance, and it backfires.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Deep shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's going to take off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, LSU. This offense cannot be stopped. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. Defense not pressing this time. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country. And they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And they pick up the first on the ground. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite 3rd down offense.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the ball rolls down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb, and they pinned them inside the 5-yard line.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. There's the handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Bites into the clear. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Motion now from the tight end. The shotgun handoff here. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. It's an out route, the catch made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
third down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Just trying to get rid of it. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. We're getting a scramble. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. When he didn't get there, the defense makes a stop against this excellent third down offense. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, it's one of those calls that's tricky. It sounds easy to say, why would you go for it? But at the same time, who knows if you're going to get your hands on the ball again. So you're being aggressive. It doesn't work out, and now you got to rely on your defense.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. First down. Looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
He finds his man. Some hard running there through a tackle. And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. Operating from the pistol. Gives it to the back. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. So check it out. Here comes the field goal team. They are a long way out, putting a lot of trust in the kicker here. Can he get it there from 60 yards away to win this football game? It's no good. And with the miss, we remain tied. So here comes our first play of overtime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Robinson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sticks. It's Hawkins. Touchdown, Irish. They jump on top in OT. A tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from this secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. Or an extra point away from double OT. Or you go for two and win it right now.
Oh, what an answer by this offense, putting up a touchdown in the very first play. Decision time. Do you tie it up with the extra point, or do you try to go for the win with a two-pointer?
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. So here we go. What a moment as they set up for the two-point conversion to try to win this game right now. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. How about this? A two-point conversion now with the ball game on the line. Now the offense will spend a timeout to get everybody organized. Can't afford a mistake at this moment.
Get it together.
So here we go. What a moment as they set up for the two-point conversion to try to win this game right now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, it's a huge overtime interception.
Notre Dame 49, LSU 48.
So what an entertaining battle here today, but in the end, Kirk, the #1 ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye. And sometimes the pressure is just too much, and you make some mistakes that you don't normally do, and I think that's exactly what we saw today.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.